Good morning, everyone. It is December 4th. Man, I was talking, I think it was 2 days ago. I think it was Sunday. I was saying how I have trouble keeping my house warm when it gets super cold, like in the 20s. And it's been in the 20s the last few days. I mean, as you can tell, this is first in the morning. I mean, this thing is full of coals. So, I mean, it's throwing off heat. I mean, the fan's still going, it's heat powered. So when that cools down to, I can't remember what it is, like 100 degrees or something, it doesn't move. But, you know what? I think it was yesterday, Monday. What is today, actually? 3rd. I think it's Wednesday. So not yesterday, 2 days ago, Monday. We just couldn't get the house warm. I mean, it was like 61, and I had this thing blazing. I had the air up. We usually keep it down. I had it all the way up, using good hardwood. I mean, decent. It was maple, I think. It's the same stuff as this that I'm putting in here now. But yeah, it was just like everywhere we went was cold and chilly, and we just got sick of it. So I turned on the furnace just to bring it up to 70 and turned it off. And it's been warm ever since. Like, it's not still 70, but it was, it's 28 right now outside, and it's 65 on the thermostat, which is like in the middle of the house. So I don't know. I mean, that's about how cold it was over the weekend and all that, and I had the fire going pretty good. Now I think about it, the only thing that was maybe different when I was splitting wood all day Saturday, I was outside, so the fire kind of died down. So maybe it died down in the morning. I was out there till the evening. Maybe the house just cooled down and the walls and all that were like radiating heat. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it's like harder to warm something up. No, it's probably harder to cool something down. I don't know. It might be equal. But because the entire house, I guess my point is, the entire house was radiating heat, or radiating cold, sorry. It just, took a bunch of time to warm up the house, to warm everything up, you know what I mean? I feel like it makes sense in my head, because we like expedited that process because we turned on the furnace for, I don't know, 20 minutes. So I feel like it's funny because I think our house is probably one of the smaller ones in the neighborhood. No additions other than them finishing the basement. The previous owners finishing the basement. I mean, I probably would have done something down here just because I need like a studio. But it's just so much space, you know? I would be perfectly okay with a cabin in the woods. Just need a space to do my music stuff, but I really don't need much. I mean, this is what I got going on here, you know? This is about the same size as the last studio. If you guys remember that. It's hard to tell from videos how big it was. This one, it feels smaller because it's like skinnier. The other one was almost a perfect cube, which is not good for recording, but I made it work. Not that it's not good, it's like the worst kind of room you can have, you know what I mean? But anyways, this one, it's skinnier, it feels smaller, but it's actually bigger square footage wise. And Ironically, well, this one's not a cube, so it should technically, scientifically or whatever, be better for, mixing and recording. But it's been taking me a minute to kind of figure out the room. I think I kind of got it dialed in. I mean, I got all my panels and stuff up. I mean, I tuned it pretty well. I think my biggest problem I was having is with the low end. So here's my desk in the, I don't know, back of the room. But look in the back. There's an exterior door, a door that goes that way, and then this panel, my other hand's full. You see my guitars down there? There's these panels. There's the whiteboard, first panel, second panel, third panel. The third panel's a door. So I have 3 doors back here, so I can't put any bass traps. See those black columns in the corners? Those are big, thick bass traps. And normally I would put them, hold on, it's gonna be weird. Normally I'd put them in all the corners because that's where the bass builds up. I can't put them in those corners because I got 3 freaking doors. I mean, I did what I could, But I thought about doing it out here originally, but when I shoot video, this is bigger than my last space, but it's still hard. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen my music videos. Like, my most recent one, Jingle Bell Rock. It dropped yesterday. Check it out, by the way. This was my setup with the green screen. It's like when I'm shooting it, here's the camera right here. I'll put the phone up to the camera. Most of it's cut off. See, from like here down. And actually, I think it's worse because this is a different lens. You know what I mean? So, it's not a big deal. I'm making it work, But like, if I could, it kind of doesn't matter anyways because my green screen is only so big either, or as well, So I gotta be so close to it so the green screen's in the entire frame. I don't know. I'm making it work. But I wish the space was smaller. It'd be easier to heat. And, I'll get there. That's the ultimate goal. I want to get some land and just build a cabin. Just live there. That'd be great. Probably not in PA, though. It's freaking expensive. Land is so expensive around here. It's crazy. Man, other than that, I slept pretty good. I have a reminder set weekly to take out my trash. I forgot to do it last night. I always do it the night before. They want you to do it the night before because people forget and then call and bitch because no one picked up their trash. But I forgot, and I was laying in bed, and I was like 6, and I'm like, I need to get out of bed. And then I heard some people getting up and getting ready to go, like starting their cars to go to work. And I was like, I forgot to take out the trash. So I looked out the window and everybody's trash was still there. Because sometimes they'll come really early. Their schedule's not like, consistent. So, yeah. Didn't miss that. Was able to do that. Man, it's weird. I feel like I might be posting too much, and I know like some people already say that, but then they're not really doing much. So I try and take it with a grain of salt. But at first I was like, I gotta post every day, and that was hard. And I started posting 2 times a day. And then 3 times a day, I was getting so many ideas of what to post to help promote the music. I have like too much stuff now. So I have to like go through things every time I post. I think 4 might be too much, and I think I was posting at like 5 p.m., which I don't think I've ever really done well when I post anything at 5. So I might change that. I don't know. It's strange because it's like YouTube was doing my YouTube. I keep posting. It's like I've gone up 58 subscribers in the last 7 days. I checked my analytics yesterday. So it was more than what I talked about the other day with that dude that commented I should use a different part of the song. Why wouldn't you use the hook? I understand later after you've heard it 1,000 times, but it was only a week. I don't know. So YouTube was doing great, and it's like the last few days, it's like nothing's been going on. So I'm like, is it because a lot of people were home for the holiday? I don't know. But then like my TikTok was kind of like, my TikTok since ever has just been like meh. But then recently, my TikTok's been doing decent. And my buddy, I think I was telling you about yesterday, he was like, what kind of music do you like? And we were kind of talking about it. He's like, you should talk about that. That's interesting. I think if I were to see my favorite band or artist post videos about their favorite music and talking about music, especially like more in depth, I'd be stoked. And I'm like, yeah, that would be cool. So I did that the first day, and it's like, I don't want to say blow up, but for me it blew up, you know? It was like a bunch of people were like, dude, I love that song, it's awesome. I'm like, yeah. And I like doing it, so I was like, well, I'll post more about songs when I'm thinking about them, but pretty much every day I got like a song in my head, you know? So it's easy to talk about. So I did that yesterday. It's like nothing, you know? I'm like, well, maybe people don't like this song. I don't know. It might seem counterintuitive because it's like I'm talking about other bands, but I think, I don't know. It for me, it's like it brought some other followers because it was just like, I think what probably happens is it's like I'm on there and I'm talking about a Rancid song and they're like, oh, I like Rancid too. And this dude's talking about music, and then they go to my profile and they're like, oh, this dude writes music and I like it, so I'm gonna follow him. So it's almost like an extra step. I don't know how to explain it, but it's cool when I like doing it and it, you know, works. But I think I'm gonna keep trying that. He also said to talk about my own songs. He's like, what's your favorite songs? You should talk about your favorite songs that you wrote. And I always feel weird talking about myself. So I mean, I feel weird doing these vlogs, to be honest, too. But I don't know. It's almost like someone to talk to just like, even though sometimes I feel like I'm just talking to the void. It's like just getting everything out there, like off my brain. But I think today, I've just been, any ideas I have to like make little pieces of content to help promote the new EP and all that stuff, I just been doing that and working on new stuff. I had this idea yesterday to do like, I don't know what I would call it, like punk rock caroling or something. So doing like Christmas carol type of songs, like all vocal versions of songs, like a cappella, but kind of making it sound like a Christmas carol, but instead of it being like a Christmas song, it's like a punk rock song. I started one yesterday, and I just had to stop. I was like ready to do it, but I think Kimmy wanted to hang out, and Lily wanted to hang out, my daughter. She wanted to play Minecraft, so I just, after dinner, she asked me if I'd play Minecraft at dinner, and I was like, yeah. I gotta go shut my computer downstairs, and I went down there, and I'm like, I'll just listen to it one time, because she was still eating after I was done eating. And then I started editing and stuff, and then I can hear her upstairs doing something. I'm like, I just gotta stop. So that's what I did. man, I don't know. I just like, it's strange because I want to be able to have like a clear path so I can just like do my work. But I don't know, when you work for yourself, there's just never a clear path. And I think that's why I was trying an actual job the last, 5 years or 4 years or whatever again. Because like, well, it's nice to be able to just, when something breaks, I can be like, hey boss, your thing broke, I'm going home. Instead of having to deal with it myself, and working late. But there was no clear path in all the other jobs I've recently had either. It was just like, I don't know, them just like throwing you to the wolves, and then they're upset because they're like, why are you getting eaten? And it's like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like, well, why not? And it's like, because you didn't show me. I'm figuring it out, but it's going to take me longer. And they're like, ah. It's strange. I had a conversation with my neighbor, and he was saying how he's getting ready to retire, but he's been at the same job since he was like 17 or 18 years old or something like that, working at a fabrication company. He's like, yeah, like, I'm about to retire. I became a manager like 20 years ago, and like managing a team and a crew. And when I started there, I literally, and I'm not kidding, I didn't know how to use a tape measure. They like taught me all these things. And that made me realize, I was like, holy crap, like the last like 3 or 4 jobs I had, it's like they won't do that. But then they get super pissy when they're just like, no one wants to work. It's like, yo, we're all trying to figure this shit out. And like, you just want it to just work. Like, we're not AI. Like, we're not, kind of. I mean, we're trying to figure it out. It's what AI does. It's like constantly trying to figure out what we want it to figure out, It's learning, but that's what we have to do too, and it takes time. I've never had a job like that. I did have one, but I was just using it to get to college, which was a mistake. I should have just continued welding and not listened to the girl I was dating at the time in high school. Stupid bitch. And if there's ever any younger guys watching this, don't listen to younger women. Especially if you're passionate about something and they're like, man, you shouldn't do it. Just break up with her, straight up. Like, trust me. Trust me. I was into welding. I was really good at it. I mean, I'm still pretty good at it. And I could always go back. I'm also almost 40 years old, and my back hurts, and I don't sleep. So, I mean, I guess it's not too late, but it's kind of too late. I mean, I'd rather do this anyways, I think, so there's that. But, I don't know. I think I'm just rambling now, so I'm going to finish cooking my breakfast and eat. And apparently I'm very thirsty. Again, thanks for the support, guys. Appreciate you guys watching these vlogs and commenting and giving me your 2 cents. And the music video for Jingle Bell Rock came out yesterday. Please share it. Copy the link, share it on Facebook, share it on Instagram, whatever. Links don't work on Instagram, but I don't know. However you do it, please help out your boy. I appreciate it. Christmas is in like 2 weeks, and then I'll be hopefully putting something else out, because I won't be able to promote this anymore. Yeah, thanks for all the support, guys. Really appreciate it. I'm laughing because I say that every day, but I do appreciate it. So, all right, I will see you guys tomorrow.